Yo, yo, yo. Y'all get me?
Yep,
And where the hell y'all been at?
waiting on you, dog.
Ah, you
Been
late.
late.
You late. You late, brother.
Shit, y'all ain't put me in. I've been waiting since 9 o'clock.
Yeah, see, we started at 8 now.
Oh, well, my
Yeah.
fault. I'm late.
Uh,
Well, Mike at dog.
I'm right here, though.
he's,
Oh,
oh,
hey, it's the
I'm
man
here.
and I.
I'm here, bro.
he said he was on the answer for you, Nell.
No, he
So
ain't,
if, any,
dog.
if anybody else would have called his name, he wasn't gonna say nothing.
I see Maul, but
That boy around Buku school, all the bitches gonna be in your best. It was in my truck. Hold on, Mike.
What's up, fellas? All right. Let's get to it, man. Let's, let's get to it. Um, Look, before we start, yes, sir. CTC, baby, nine walk. Before we start, um, anybody got any questions about anything? I mean, about anything. Any trees set up, anything. Anybody had any questions about anything before we get started? No, nobody. All right, let's get to it. All right, bro. This is your weekly. This is your weekly. Weekly still look a bit bullish overall. I think that the bullish sentiment is about to come to an end really soon. That's why I kept telling y'all buy puts. And when we go to the lower time frames, I'm gonna show you why. But we'll see going into the week. I know we got a lot of red folders this week. We got FOMC members talking down every day this week. We got, we got what else we got? We got other red folders this week too. We even got a red folder tomorrow. So it's gonna be a pretty eventful week as far as that goes. And that really excites me because it's gonna be a lot of volatility in the market, and it makes that easier for me to trade. So with that being said, this is the weekly. Like I said, still looks a bit bullish, in my opinion. We got this weekly gap down here that we created a few weeks back. Then we got this gap right here that we created. These small boxes I have up here are daily gaps. These are daily gaps, but these two boxes equal a weekly gap that we just made the last 3 weeks. So let's get into it. Let's go down to the lower time frame. You can't trade the weekly. I mean, we could, but So the daily, um, what happened? So my interpretation of what happened with the daily is, what this was Thursday's candle we sold off, right? We sold off. Then Friday, we swept the high and the low of this candle. and we closed in the middle, right? So from a daily perspective, it kind of looks like the market is still kind of bullish, right? But when we go to the smaller time frames going to tell you a different story. And remember, I always tell y'all, like, the trades happen on the smaller time frames first before the higher time frames. So if you catch a move on a higher time frame, just know it had been started on a 5 minute. It been started. It been, on a 3 minute, the move been started. But when you start seeing it on the daily, it's like, damn, Anyway, so we got this closure in the middle of the candle. So you can see this is a engulfing candle. Or as a strat likes to call it, a 3. I would say a 3 candle. Yeah. Both sides of this. So now we got these daily gaps beneath us that looks to be inefficiencies that the market will probably attack going into the week. Right? I still feel like this move to the upside was fake, bro. It was fake, in my opinion. It was fake. It was to get people trapped. But anyway, let's need to hit all that. Let's go to the 4-hour right quick, guys. Let's do it. All right, so look, this is what I got on the 4-hour. All right, so Thursday, sold off, right? So let's walk through this. Let's walk through it a little bit so we get some clarity. You got consolidation, right? Expansion, retrace back to the consolidation, use it as support. News candle came out Friday morning. This was a news candle, I believe. Yep. Then we took off to the upside. So this is what I would call a balanced price range. It's balanced. Yeah, this gap right here, right? Gap was filled. The gap was filled. Then we traded back into the gap and closed right back into the gap. So on a 4-hour, it's not as balanced as it is on a 1-hour. But I'll show it to you when we get to the 1-hour. But from a 4-hour perspective, this is what we got. So the market was running. We pretty much gave back everything. But here's the gotcha. This high, this was the swing high. We swept this swing high. This candle, trade up, started selling, right? So we feel this. So, like I said, I honestly thought this was going to be a gap going into close, because I didn't think we was going to sell that hard, but we did, which I like. But this price range is now balanced outside of this small gap we got beneath us. But when we get to the 1-hour, I'll be able to explain that a little bit more. But as far as what we got right now, I'm thinking continuation to the downside. And let me go. Let's get to the 1-hour so I can show y'all. I got a trade this week. Guys. Don't worry. So same rules apply, right? Thursday's price action, sell off, right? Consolidation, news candle. Friday morning, market sells. I mean, the market runs, right? So, like, here's the secret sauce. So remember a few weeks back, pretty much every Zoom I tell y'all, the strongest order blocks sweep liquidity, right? So this candle swept liquidity, which was this high, right? So this should have been a bullish order block. Market traded straight through it. Okay, that's sign number one. That's sign number one for me. Sign number two. Let me show you. This was your high right here. This was your high. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Y'all know where I'm going with this. High was swept. This candle. Gap was created. So where I'm going with this? I'm gonna stop talking.
You're going downtown, huh? CTC?
So look, yeah.
Are we doing 50% of that gap?
Right here, dog. Look, So look,
R1?
this order block, no, this order block
Okay.
right here
Uh-huh.
that was supposed to be quote unquote support. It should be resistance now.
Okay.
Now we could trade up into this area. So look, I'm gonna put it like this, man. I'm gonna put it like this. This whole area right here, from here to here. That's what I'm looking to get short from now. Now
Okay.
I'm looking for this to take place on the, of course, the 5-minute. I'm looking for this trade on the 5-minute, but this is my area of interest going into the week, going into Monday, really, bro. This is like the trade I want to take from here to the low, dog, or maybe to this gap. I'm gonna respect this gap for right now. I'm gonna respect this 1 hour gap. So from here, so maybe the gap, but I'm hoping that we come clean this gap up first before we come up back up here. Because if we do that, then it's a free
I
ride.
mean, which one?
This gap right here.
Okay.
So hopefully we could come clean this up first, use this as support, trade back into this gap, and then get your sell.
All right, so now
Hey,
I have
Mike.
a question.
What you got? What you got?
So according to the order block, right? So
Which
the
one?
reason they got pushed down was the same thing you talking about is not support. Wasn't it supposed to hold if it was supposed to be a movement? If it was supposed to have respect that level?
So you
Hey,
talking
what
So
about
the one you just smoked,
this one right here?
correct?
Yeah. So it was supposed to, but the market traded straight through it. So now I'm looking to use the other side of it to sell. So this was supposed to be, the market should have used this as a buy, and it traded straight through it, closed beneath it. So now I'm looking for the market to trade back up into this area to sell it.
I'm following you.
You feel me? So you feel me? So that's what I'm looking for. Going. This is my trade for the week, bro. All right.
Hey, real quick, Mike,
What you got, bro?
can you, once you get done, are you able to put the fib extension on the 4 hour and on the 1 hour? I just want to see something.
The fib extension or the fib
Retracement.
retracement? Okay, no problem. I could do it on the 1 hour right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what yep.
Oh, bro, listen,
That motherfucker,
1 + 1 is 7. I'm gonna tell you that
that motherfucker
every time.
traded the premium and came back to 50%.
Came back to 50%. So now, look where this gap is at. Look where this gap is at that I'm talking about selling. Look where it's at and what? It's in premium, dog. Simple mathematics. So now that's why I'm looking to trade this. So this, like I said, when this area right here, I'm looking to sell at. I'm looking to take that down to this low at what's this number? I can't see. Let me see.
And you were looking at the whole gap? No, you said from R1.
So look, so from this order block, look, let me show you. Let me move this
Order
guy.
block. Basically, the order block, the whole order block. You looking at the
so
trade.
this candle, this is what we looking
Period.
for.
The top or the bottom of it, that whole range.
Right. So if you go mark this, if you take this and mark this candle on your 10-minute and see how the 10-minute trading in this area, it's gonna give you a trade. It's gonna give you a trade because I know you trade at 10. So it's highly likely. This is what I think is gonna happen. It's highly likely that the market is gonna trade back into this area, create a gap, preferably on the 3 or the 5-minute, back to the downside, and that's the gap I'm gonna trade back to the downside to take out either this gap, if we don't take this gap out first before we go higher. But this is my price target, 56.21, and probably lower, dog. Probably lower, if I'm being honest. But just for the sake of this trade, hoping this trade happens early in the week, I'm hoping that we could get this when the market opens. I'm hoping that we could get the market to come into this gap, kind of clean it up a little bit, maybe touch this consolidation, and then trade back into the gap that's going to take us home. This gap going to take us a long way. So this is my area of interest going into the week. So on SPX, I don't know the numbers are, Maul, you could probably look that up on SPX. It'll be SPY, probably the same thing when we get to the hood, but this is my area of interest going into the week. This is it right here. Once I see how we handle this price range, and if we displace lower and start trading lower, then yeah, I'm looking for that. But we all know how the market could be, bro. So the market might rally off Donald Trump getting shot. I don't know. But just speaking specifically on technicals and the gaps and where the gaps are at. So you got this gap in discount, you got this gap in premium. I want the gap in the discount to get taken care of first. That way we could take this liquidity back up here and take it down. So the gap in discount, you got to respect it because it's in discount. You got to respect that gap. So that's why I'm hoping we come get this first. So that make the sell even sweeter, because now we didn't took care of y'all. This gap done with, we're going to keep going lower to the low. That's my prerogative. Right? So.
All right, I got another question.
What you got?
So you know how when you do math, what they call it, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So what is the order of things you are looking for when it comes to trading? Like what has to take place first in order for you to know everything is aligned into what you want in your trade?
Okay, that's a good question. So a few things. I like for the market to show me what it like you know how you when you watching the World Series of poker, but you probably don't watch it, but like on ESPN, everybody got on sunglasses, so you can't see, what they thinking, whatever. So when the market shows you what it's trying to do, believe it. So for me, I'm looking for liquidity, whether it be internal or external. So the internal liquidity is, of course, our gaps, imbalances, things of that nature. And then the external, of course, is your swing highs and your swing lows. So when we sweep a swing high like we did here, and we create a gap to the downside, this is my wheelhouse. This is my bread and butter trade. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for gaps to be created after swing highs or swing lows are taken out. Like prime example, I'm gonna go to the trade from Friday, right? So Friday, it happened on a 3-minute. I'm gonna show it to you. Let me let the 3-minute load up. All right, so this is what we're looking for. All right, so I always highlight my ranges, the high and the low of the range, high and the low of the range. So this was the high and the low of this range, the high and the low of this range, right? So news came out Friday morning, 7:30, boom, swept all this liquidity, swept all these lows, right? Boom, then it reversed. So I'm like, all right, I'm looking for a gap. Give me a gap. Boom, gap right here. Traded into the gap. The rest is history. It's really that simple, bro. That's all I be looking for. Like, that's it. I take this trade. I just need 10 points. 2 contracts, 10 points. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. But that's my bread and butter. So each morning when the market opens, so between, I'm about to give this is my secret sauce. I'm about to give it to y'all. So in the morning between 6 a.m. and 8:30 a.m., right when the market about to open, or when the market opens, the market is going to give you an indication of what it's trying to do. Right? So if the market is, so for instance, if you feel like the market is bullish, right? And the market's been consolidating for most of the morning between, let's say, 6 and 7, market been consolidating, and you get a sharp move to the downside, but you feel like the market bullish, that's manipulation. Vice versa. If you feel like the market is bearish and we consolidate and we get a sharp move to the upside, and then the market just trades right back into the range, sell. Sell at. So in the mornings, the market is going to pretty much let you know what it's trying to do. For instance, consolidation, sharp move to the upside. Manipulation, what happened? Sold off, gap, traded into the gap, buy. See you later. After a while, crocodile. Like this is what you don't, you ain't gonna learn this in no book. Like this is like straight experience and pain and suffering. Now, I would say this. So, what you got? I would say this. If the market, so when the market is consolidating like this, so most times when the market closes at 4 o'clock our time, when the futures market closes and it opens back up at 5 o'clock, and then from 6 p.m. to like 11 p.m., that's Asia. That's Asia's trading. So most times when Asia is trading, it's always consolidating because Asia don't really move that much. You're not gonna get a real big move out of Asia. So when London opens up between 1 and 4 a.m., that's, you want to see a move in London. But if you don't get a move in London, you're gonna get a big move in New York. So you see how we consolidated here in London, we consolidated here in Asia. So the move happened, the manipulation. So you got consolidation, expansion, retracement, and overall it ended up being a reversal to the downside. And we took out some of these lows, previous lows. But between 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 6 and 8:30, the market is going to show you what it's trying to do. If we consolidating and all of a sudden we rip to the upside, and you know, like it's kind of sketchy, expect the market to reverse and sell, and vice versa. We consolidating and we rip to the downside, sweep liquidity and reverse and come back into the range like this, bullish. Two prime examples of it. So what happens with this is, when the market does this, it's manipulation. So I'm gonna attract people into buying this. So that's why the move sometimes coming out of the news, or like, well, this was news, but coming out of the news, a move to the upside or to the downside be so explosive. You'd be like, yeah, boom. So people just be like, all right, I'm buying. And they're trapping people into those trades. And then boom, we come and get y'all. We come and get y'all. And we're gonna take y'all out, and we're gonna take y'all for a ride all the way down to the low. But it's just something to think about when you're looking at the market. If you come to the market in the morning between 6 and about 8:30, start looking for manipulation, especially if we're consolidating. Look for manipulation. Now, there are times when, prime example, I'm gonna show you. What day was this? Let me go to the 4 hour. Let me see something. When was it? All right, so July 3rd. Let me go to it on a 5-minute. See, like days like this, we got the consolidation, then we got the move to the downside, right? So what happens with this was we hit a 4 hour order block here, and the market just took off. So in the morning, you could kind of like find something that you feel like the market is going to trade to, whether it's a high time frame order block or a gap, or a 1 hour or 4 hour gap, whatever that you feel like the market is about to draw to in the morning, and then right before market open, it's gonna show you what it's doing. Every time it's gonna show you it's gonna either take off to the upside or let me get a little closer, man. It's gonna take off to the upside, and it's gonna give you an opportunity to get in that trade. It's gonna give you an opportunity. But if you know what you're looking for. So order block was hit, traded higher, gap was created, traded back into the gap. Gap was created, traded back into the gap. You take the gap. But this is all I'm looking for. So when I'm approaching the market, like when I come to the market at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm looking for where we at. I'm looking at where price is. I'm looking at so where do we come from and where we going? So if we swept a low during London or whatever, I'm looking at price to see where it's going. All right. So then I'm looking at, okay, so are we consolidating? Are we manipulating? What are we doing right now? So if we consolidating, I'm looking for manipulation either right before the market opens or right when the market opens. I'm looking for manipulation. Either to the upside or to the downside. I'm let the market choose. If it's to the upside, I'm gonna look to get bearish. If it's to the downside, I'm gonna look to get bullish. But I gotta find a reason to take that trade. I'm just not gonna press a button when the market is selling off. I'm like, all right, this I'm gonna guess that it's gonna stop here and buy it. No. I'm gonna wait for him to show me what it's trying to do. Show me your hand. So you trade it back into the range. You created this gap. Trade back into the gap. You get long. Simple. I'm just trying to dumb it down. I try to simplify the market as much as possible because I've learned so much about the market that you could know so much about something and think that you're supposed to apply all that information, but really you just find your niche, find your little groove in the market, take your trade in that groove, and get out the way. Close the computer. Go about your day. But
CTC.
GTC, baby.
Yeah, I'm following. You can continue with the rest of it.
All right. So for me, like I said, I'm looking in this area for a sell. It's premium. I would like for the market to come into this gap before it trades higher. I have no control over that. Who knows? The market might rally tomorrow because Donald Trump got busted. You never know, bro. But from a technical standpoint, this is my area of interest, selling this. And even if we trade into this gap, before we trade back into this gap, I'll be looking to buy this to back to this gap. Buy to the gap, sell this gap, play it both ways. As long as we don't close below this gap and take this low out, so if we take this low out before we come back to this gap, then I'm like, man, I missed that was my trade. So now I got to take a step back and revisit or kind of like recalibrate and see what I'm trying to do. But this is my area of interest. This is a nice setup. It was even cleaner on the NASDAQ. So this is the NASDAQ, bro. And I was telling my partner this. I said, bro, sell this candle. I'm not selling that. All right, cool. You want to sell it? I don't trade the NASDAQ. So let me see. Let me see something. Let me just see something right quick. I just want to see something. I'm just trying to see something right quick because I didn't do this when I looked at it. Wow, 50%. All right. Dang. Constant current encroachment, 50% of the gap. 50% of the gap lined up with this. All right. All right, cool. But that's all I really be looking for as far as trading goes, though. Like when I first started trading, I used to try to catch those big moves, those big 100-point moves and all that. But what I realized is I was chasing ghosts because it's like you could find them moves, but like I find it easier to take pieces of the pie each and every day instead of trying to take the whole pie each time. You know what I'm saying? Just give me pieces of the pie, and by the end of the month, I got 3 whole pies instead of trying to get 1 whole pie in one trade. See what I'm saying? So that's what I got, bro. Going into the week, this is my area of interest. It's not so much on a 4-hour yet, but this is what I like about this. It closed back inside this bearish gap. So that's a telltale sign. And it also got this 4-hour gap beneath us too. That's why I'm hoping we come here first and then trade higher to sell. But that's what I got going into the week, man. So if y'all if you need the numbers on those gaps, or you're gonna put the gaps on your choice and yourselves. But I'll go back to the 1 hour right quick just to show y'all what I'm talking about. Oh, let me go to my other 1 hour. No, it don't make no sense. This is the same thing. So this is the gap right here. It's my area of interest. And also, if you put your fib on it, when you're high, you got your gap and premium, you got your gap and discount. Which one gets taken out first? That's my area of interest going into the week, guys. But I say this. We swept liquidity down here, created a gap to the upside. We swept liquidity up here, created a gap to the downside. We got to see who wins. We see who wins. So we trade into this gap first and go higher and then sell, or do we trade into this gap first and then go lower and then run again? Either way, I'm taking the trade. If we trade here first, I'm taking it to this gap. I'm taking this gap back higher. So if we, it's really that simple. That's what I'm looking for going into the week. I know the last few Zooms, I didn't have no trade going into the week because the market was consolidating and doing some wishy-washy stuff. So now it's kind of clearer. It's kind of like a clearer picture now to see, what we're trying to do. Any other questions, comments, or concerns before we go to the hood? No? No? All right, cool. Cool. Any stocks y'all want to look at outside of SPY and Tesla? It's a tough crowd today.
Ain't got no choice.
Tough crowd today, bro. Tough crowd today. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. Right. All right, guys.
I had the other one too, Mike.
What's that?
Oh, I was saying I could have did it this time.
Oh, you can do it?
No, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
All right. So
I was looking at Tesla. The weekly, we broke the trend line, but we didn't break the level. So I'm thinking we go try to test the top of that trend line. Then you want to pull them up.
all right.
I think for SPY. SPY ain't hit my fib yet, bro.
So I got the same ordeal with SPY. Only difference is with SPY. So with the ES, we had another candle right here, which made this a gap.
Uh-huh.
So we don't have a gap yet on SPY. So I'm really interested to see what happens. I'm assuming that we probably gonna trade lower into this gap first. I hope so. I really, really hope so. Trade low into this gap first and let this gap be created, and then trade higher to sell. But the gap is not on SPY yet. But this,
This is the daily.
it's not there yet because the ES
That's your deal.
Yeah, that's the daily.
You
No,
was
it's a 1 hour. I'm sorry, just a 1 hour. The same 1 hour gap I was talking about on ES. But the only thing is that 4 o'clock candle is the difference between the SPY having this gap and not. So, but we do have this gap beneath us that he traded into. So and close above. So we'll see how it plays out. So hopefully we come down here, clean this up first, and then go higher. But it really don't matter to me. I'm gonna play it either way it go. See how you look on the 4 hour. Yeah, so we're gonna have a 4 hour gap. Yep. So the SPY does look a little different, but the context is still the same, in my opinion.
They
So-
got QQQ.
Triple Qs. So I think so the NASDAQ is a little bit more aggressive than the SPY right now. And look at this. So I don't know. So we got this small gap right here. But I think QQQ is ready to go a little lower right now as opposed to the ES or the SPY. Just
Go look at that weekly.
I'm about to.
Go look
That's
at the weekly on there.
This a weekly right here.
What?
This a weekly. Triple Q.
That's your weekly QQQ?
Yeah.
Why mine look different?
It's the weekly. You want to share your screen, bro?
Mine look different.
This is the weekly, dog.
What number you got on there?
What number what? 494.82?
I got 494. I'm tripping.
This is the candle that printed last week. It's a reversal candle. On the weekly. It's a reversal. Reversal circuit.
Oh, go to daily. I'm sorry, Mike. Go to daily.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hit the auto block. Damn. Perfect.
So then that you see that area right by that red candle?
Right here?
Up. That is your 78% on your extension.
Right here?
So you go a little bit lower, yeah, like right there. That's your 78. Came, closed above it, tested it one day, bounced off it, and then sold through it, tested on the other side and sold off of it.
Yeah, the market is ready. I say that every week, dog. But
I think you definitely could get down to 480.
I think it's ready, bro. I think it's ready to turn over a little bit. Give other people a chance to join the bulls.
Seasonality should be changing come next month, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so.
August, September.
Let me
Yeah.
go on there.
I think it's time, bro. Like I think the market is ready to turn over. I think the market is exhausted to the upside. But the market might rally off Donald Trump. Like I said, bro, you never know. You never know, Shawty. You never know. But yeah, let me go. We got Tesla.
Tesla.
All right.
I got a gap on between 230 and 208. I think that's the daily gap or a weekly gap.
All right, I'm coming. Give me 1 second, bro. All right. I hate doing this. Tesla. This little app be freezing up on me, man. All right. All right. So weekly, you said?
Is it the weekly or is it daily? That's the weekly right there, huh?
Yeah, it's the weekly.
What that is, 230 to 2
Oh, 232, 233
yeah,
to 204.
204. I would if you look at the daily also, I think you could still take a daily closure under 230.
Man, look at these gaps.
Yeah, it's starting to, they print you got
Look,
the
bro. Look, look,
bearish
look,
engulfing,
look, guys. Look.
swept the high, you got the gap off.
That's all you know what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You know what I was about to say. High right here. Swept.
Tesla has earnings coming up too. So we
But
gotta be
Tesla,
careful.
hey, listen, bro. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Tesla trade back into this gap. I'm buying puts.
Yeah.
I'm buying puts.
So,
Though. I'm buying some 200s.
so your entry could be what? Top
So
of it, right?
so anywhere from between 257 and 251.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you might take a little heat if you hit it. If you get into this trade at 252, 250, whatever, that's cool. I'll buy another contract if it come all the way to 257. But that's the bread and butter trade, dog. That's the bread and butter trade. That's the bread and butter, dog. That's it. So write that down. Whoever want to trade Tesla, who trading Tesla this week? Raise your hand. Nobody. Okay.
2 week 215.
If you want to, 2 week, 215, 200, whatever
I
floats your
mean,
boat.
Can
yeah.
I get a 200?
You can get 220s if you're feeling good about yourself. You look in the mirror every day and tell yourself that you love yourself. Buy some 220s. Shit. But
So Tesla, to piggyback on what Maul had a Tesla, Apple, and QQQ next month. They had like 50% chance of trading higher than what they gonna open at, and then September, all of them 0% chance. So we take whatever the number is at the beginning of September. We expect them to be lower than that throughout the remainder. We expecting a red candle with the close lower than whatever that opening number is in September. But there's a
220.
50% chance in August of that happening. So we kind of almost candle deceleration type deal going on next month, and then full red candle the file in September. What you about to see?
I'm following you.
I thought one of them was asking something.
No, just so. Oh, Nell. Somebody go find Nell.
I'm here.
I've just seen him.
I'm
I
here.
just seen him at Caesars.
Nell, bro.
I'm right here, dog.
Maul got a Tesla trade for you, bro. Right here. Maul, tell him the Tesla trade, dog.
Please tell me, Ma.
2 week 200.
And the
2 week
entry is what?
215.
What's the entry move?
256.
Bada boom.
Bada boom, bada bing. So,
Let me see.
all right, let's go to
Look at Apple. Look at Apple.
Okay, bro. Give me 1 second.
I don't know. Apple looks strong.
Bro, this thing froze up on me again, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, Apple look a little bit different.
All right, I'll pull it up. OG Apple.
Wait, Ma, you said 256 entry, 200, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're dirty, do 3 weeks if you're changing your life around, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
Apple. Apple does look strong.
Yeah, Apple look like it. On the fifths, I got 237. But
Apple looks
I don't
strong.
know, Apple look like it's based in 225 on the daily at least, that weekly. Like if you go down to the daily, what is that? The top of
It's
that
the,
order block, Mike? Am I
it's
tripping?
the weekly. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. You said 225. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basing like it broke it and kind of pinged off and went traded higher again.
The trade inside this candle. So what?
Yeah,
So okay. So what Apple did. Okay. All right. All right. Apple could retrace a little bit. I can see it retracing a little bit. At least back down to 217.
yeah, I got that.
Yeah, it could retrace a little bit.
And you gotta watch because it's probably not just gonna fall. This y'all know I slew Apple move. It'll probably be 2 months later and it's just at 217. But yeah, I see that number too.
So so um so we got the Tesla trade. So ES and SPY and SPX pretty much the same thing. We're just looking for whatever gap it attacks first. Um,
Nvidia.
that's y'all want to look at NVIDIA.
Nvidia, I'm gonna tell y'all, Nvidia. So Apple was 50% chance next month of closing
Oh
high.
yeah, NVIDIA ready.
Nvidia was 75% chance of closing high. So they still, it's still late season here. Next month, and we talking about July. So all of them was at 100% for this month of being a green candle. Next month, Apple's 50%, Tesla's 50%, and then Nvidia's at 75%
NVIDIA
chance of
about
being.
NVIDIA is about to
I
sell.
got some fucking.
Would you say, Mike?
NVIDIA about to sell.
You think?
Yeah. Just looking at the candle, looking at the price action. Yeah. You got
You
your swing
going
high.
weekly?
You got a failure swing right here. Just a weekly. You got a failure
Yeah,
swing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think we could come down to at least 110, 109. Yeah. Yeah.
I want that fucking. I want that 95. Come
Bro, if we
collect.
come down to
Come,
95, I'm buying shares,
yeah.
bro.
Come give me that.
I'm buying some shares for sure. Yeah. Cause yup. Yup.
It might do it fucking September.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
bro.
that bitch got they got Nvidia September as 100% chance of red.
But it's coming. Winter is coming. Winter is coming, my boy. I think NVIDIA is a good chance NVIDIA coming down a little bit, retrace back into this range, back into this dealing range up in this area. 100, between 100 and 90, I'll buy me some shares and put them in my Sun account. You hear me?
I think.
Yep. Yep, swing high, fail swing. Next candle probably print, probably test this area again. Bop, trade down to this order block at $90. Perfect.
I thought it did, man.
Perfect. And this is a monthly. So what this is? July, August, September. Yeah. I'll be looking for I'm looking for 90. That's perfect. And remember, I told y'all the strongest order blocks,
Oh, get this shit up, man.
the strongest order blocks sweep liquidity, bro. So you got this displacement gap right here. What's inside of the gap? Liquidity. Boom. Candle came in there like a little mosquito. Pull some of that liquidity out of there. Then created another gap. Market trade back down to this order block. Buy it. Got this gap too. Damn. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm interested. I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this monthly gap right here. Yes, sir. Trade back into that. Yep, $90, Winston. That's what we're looking for. $92.
Mhm.
All right. All right, cool. So, anything else? Any other stocks y'all want to look at? No.
That's it. You got something else? Let me. That's it, Mike.
I'm gonna look at this right quick. I hope, man. Ben got in this dog.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's ready, bro.
It's going to 20. The all-time high is what, 29?
The all-time high is 45. It's gonna go past that. It's gonna go past that, dog. It's about to go. It's about to
Hold
go.
on, hold on.
Look at this monthly gap right here.
Daily cleared.
This monthly gap, boom, traded into that. Boom, out of there. We got this swing high right here. But I'm not too much worried about it. We're probably gonna displace past that. I think the ultimate high is right here that it won't. It's probably gonna run. It's prime. It's
It-
ready. It's ready.
It broke it on a weekly
Well, it's ready.
and then
Yes, sir.
tested it and bounced off it.
It's ready, dog. You can come back in here. You can come back here.
You see that weekly at 27?
Huh?
Like go to that first one. Go to the first one. Go down.
With this?
The swing high.
This one right here?
Yeah. You broke that one and tested it.
Well, it's ready.
And
She
then if the green candle's high is a fake out because it's green, that ain't a swing high.
We're going.
You blow past that.
We're going. Yeah.
And then you
It's
go on
ready.
to the next one.
It's ready,
And
bro.
I'm gonna tell you, that lined up with my the fibs I had on that bitch.
It's ready.
It broke it at 27.50. The next number is like 34.80.
It's ready. Yes, sir.
34.80 and then 46.
That's it. Well, I hope Ben got in them bought some shares at least.
I think he was
Nigga said buy 20 at 20, bro. Niggas be on it, bro. Can I say nigga on YouTube? The brothers.
Nigga. Maybe not,
Yeah,
but
yep. We shadow banned anyway.
man.
Bro, y'all, dog. I swear, dog. Since I've been in this group, dog, I got at least 40 gray hairs, bro.
Yeah.
Can't monetize shit right now.
Between
Man, that
y'all,
dude, that's stupid, dog.
between y'all and my kids, dog.
Oh man.
Oh, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy. But yeah, dog, that's it, man. So Maul, you got the Tesla trade. All right. We already talked about what we feel like is happening on SPY, ES, SPX. What else we got?
Also took me a put for the end of the week on Spy just to see if it go there.
Small man.
I took a 557, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a good trade. Market about up there. But anywho, so we got the trades that we're looking for going into the week. Now you got your Tesla trade. So everybody squared away. So do we have any questions, comments, or concerns? If you have any questions about any trade setups, any candle closures, how to trade this, how to trade that, whatever, speak now. Hold your peace till next Sunday
Yeah, email us.
at
CTC.
ctc.org. No, nobody? All right, cool. Cool. It was a pleasure talking to y'all on this Sunday morning, man. God bless y'all, bro.
Y'all stay blessed, man.
All right. Yippee